Jesus. It came out like 90 something.
Okay.
So of course the original one was American Wolf in London. Two dudes go to London and they get bit by a werewolf. His friend dies, and then he changes into this nasty werewolf, and it's just nasty. It's scary, you know. And it's a good movie. It got good reviews. I think it was John Carpenter. Was it him? Was it him who directed it? I don't know. But the same guy who directed that directed Michael Jackson's Thriller. And I think that same guy did Coming to America. I just can't put his name down. But anyways, here it goes. Bam. This is how stupid American Wolf in Paris was, and this is why I got a new name for it. It's about white guys going to another country and not knowing what the fuck no means, you know, not minding their own damn business. It clearly defines on how dumb Americans are. It's just dumb. It really does. Okay, so 3 white dudes. They go to Paris. And first thing they do is they go up to the Eiffel Tower, and they're popping their wine. They're like, yeah, man, we're in Eiffel Tower now, and we're going to bungee jump off of this motherfucker. Why? I don't know why. But then we're going to bungee jump off this. But first, let's drink some wine. So they're up there after going on that long staircase, and they're sitting there drinking this wine, and then this cute French girl steps on a ledge, and she's about to commit suicide. Then a white dude is like, hey, girl, you don't want to do that? Let me talk to you. Let me help you. And you don't know if that bitch speaks English or not. And she's like, okay, whatever, you stupid American. And then she jumps off. She's like, I'm killing myself. Obviously, she's killing herself for a reason. Obviously, because she had to think about it the whole time she was walking up those flight of steps to get to the top of the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. So she had the whole time to think about it. What the fuck are you going to say to her to make her change her mind? You know, I'm a billionaire. Come with me because they live on a fucking island somewhere? No. Because you don't look like a billionaire. You look like some dude who went to college and his parents paid for it, and then they gave you some money so you can go to Paris with your friends. So she jumps off. Then he's like, oh no, let me help you. He jumps off to save her ass. He ends up saving her, and then he ends up like still having her shoot. So like he grabs her in the air, and they make it down to the ground, and the bungee cord mysteriously somehow it's just the perfect length to where he's able to softly put her on the ground and then go way back up to the tower. He's like, oh, guys, like, I love that girl. She's like totally like, she's like the one, she's like, I feel like we have some type of connection, like we're going to have a future together. Bitch, the girl just tried to kill herself. You don't want to be hooking up with some bitch who wants to kill herself? No. So then he doesn't mind his own business and he finds out where she lives somehow. And then he goes to her fucking house. And she's like, no, leave me alone. Leave me alone, you stupid American. Bam. Tries to shut the door. He puts his hand on the door. No, let me talk to you. Maybe we can work something out. Maybe I can help you. No. She said no like 10 times. She kept saying no. And he kept on saying, no. Let me come back. Let me help you. Let me do this. Let me do this. Maybe we could talk. Let's talk. She's like, oh, this stupid fucking American. Fine, let's have lunch somewhere, you stupid idiot. They go end up having lunch, and he fucks up lunch because he brings in all these condoms. His boys are over there on the other table, spying on him, trying to help him get some pussy from some bitch in France. And she knows it the whole time. And she's like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. So she leaves. Then he follows her again. Like, he goes back to her house, and she's not there. And who's there? Her boyfriend. And you know he's bad because he's a skinhead with tattoos and a goatee.
I think you passed 30 seconds.
Who cares? And then he's like, why don't you stupid Americans come to this fucking stupid party that we're having? It's in a fucking dungeon somewhere. And they go to the fucking party, and then she finds out that this motherfucker went to the party. She's like, oh, God, now I gotta go there and save him. So she goes in there. She's like, hey, let's get you out of here. Why? Because your life's in danger. And he's like, what do you mean? Bitch, she just told you life's in danger. That should be enough.
Yeah.
That should be enough. But no, he keeps on asking her, what do you think? What do you mean? We're at this party, we're having a good time. And she's like, no, let's get the fuck out of here now. So she's like, fine. So she takes him down this fucking tunnel, and he's still confused. And then it looks like from his boy's perspective, oh, this guy's going to get some pussy because the girl took him out into some fucking tunnel somewhere. He's about to get some. Let me grab a fucking lantern and follow them motherfuckers. Right? Dumb. The party is full of nothing but American guys. And then the dude, the skinhead, comes out, and all of his other boys come out. They're all skinheads in Paris. And apparently they're fucking werewolves. Of course. Why? Because it's the full fucking moon. So his friend got lucky because he followed him down that little path. But then what happens? Everybody changes into werewolves. And then old dude's with the girl. She's starting to transform. You can tell. Her eyes don't look right. You know, say she's growing hair. She doesn't look right. You know, she's transforming. And her voice changes. You need to get out of here now. You're going to die. And what does he do? What's wrong? What's going on? Bitch, didn't you hear what she said? Don't you see something's going on? This bitch ain't normal. And she's still transforming. Her neck's cracking and popping. Her breasts are disappearing. Hair's going out of her. And he's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? You see where I'm going? You know what I'm
Sounds
saying?
like a dumb movie.
You know, she has to throw a fucking brick at him. He's like, what's wrong? And then he fucking finally runs as soon as she starts to transform. And he still doesn't know what's going on. And then what happens? His boy's still walking down there looking for him. Hey, bro, where'd you go? There's like the party's just getting started. And he gets killed by a werewolf. Bam! And you know what I'm saying? That's like, so basically and the rest of the movie is retarded. He transforms into the werewolf, and he's just retarded throughout the whole movie. He's just airheaded. He's fucking dumb. So I'm going to give this movie a new title. It's called White Boy, You Don't Know What No means. Leave that bitch alone. That's what the movie's called. Leave that bitch alone. That's what no means no. Leave that bitch alone. Because that's what I thought throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Leave that bitch alone.
It sounds terrible.
Dude, it was popular when it came out. I think like in the 90s, 95, 96, that was like the time.
Yeah.
Where those type of movies where people loved for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some random dude from a random country still compassion about some girl that he just met that he's only known for 5 seconds, and he just doesn't know what no means. And they did a good job on showing how dumb Americans are sometimes.
Was it good or bad?
Oh no, it's terrible.
Okay.
CGI wasn't that bad for the time. Like the werewolf transformation was cool. I got to give it up for that. Or maybe she was just really great at her performance when she was transforming into it. The werewolves looked really good for that time.
Did you ever see As Above, So Below?
I started watching that.
Really good.
About the people who find they're in Paris too, right?
The catacombs and underneath Paris.
And there's like monsters or demons down there. It's like hell, right?
They're basically like crossing into hell. But they're filmed in the catacombs, which is like a real place in Paris, which is pretty cool. Such a weird place. There's so many weird fucking people like live down there. Like
the reason why I haven't watched it yet because that's part of that genre where it's the camera POV.
Yeah,
type.
It's sort of independent. It's like,
it's a Blair Witch thing, you know. That look, you know, and do you have a title that you would like to give it, or As Above, As Below, or is it what's your title? What the hell are you doing down there?
Bitch, get the fuck out of there! Bitch, don't go into those catacombs.
Did you hear that? Get the fuck out!